advise some exercises which can be done on a daily basis at their home. Most importantly, they can continue with their active exercises, which are the free exercises that can be performed for each part of your body. Like you can stand beside, getting supported with a wall. Supposedly this is a wall where you can stand like this and you can do the upper body exercises like this. You can try to stretch or push the wall with your hand and your upper shoulders like this. Count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and relax. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and relax. And again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and relax. This was one of the most important exercise that can be performed for people having any kind of pain in case of shoulder joints, upper hands or in their neck region. Next, what you are going to do, we will be doing some active exercises for our back, that is the vertebra muscles. The same thing, we will be getting support standing in front of a wall like this. And what we are going to do, we are going to stretch your hands like this and we are going to slide down and up. Slide down and up. Slide down and up. Down and up. Remember to stay connected with the wall and get the support of the wall continuously when you're doing the exercises, because it will give you a stimulus that you have to maintain a good posture. And because of that good posture, all the other complications will also get reduced. Next, what we can do static marching exercises like standing in a one place, and we will try to do the marching exercises like this. We can do a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. If a person is not able to go out for walking, they can do the starting marching exercise standing at a particular pace, and they can do it twice or thrice in a day with a count of 10 initially, and then they can gradually increase the number. Next, what we can do the posture maintenance exercises, which is very beneficial for osteoporotic patients, because as I have mentioned that because of a weak or loss of mass of your bones, mass in your bone, the posture of your body gets affected, and because of the bad posture, many other complications arise. So how can you maintain a good posture? You can self-correct it by doing it yourself, standing in front of a mirror, which is known as the mirror therapy, or you can do it yourself by seeing yourself, watching all the activities which you are doing in a very focused and in a concentrated manner. Like standing in one place like this and doing the shoulder shrugging exercises like clockwise and in the anti-clockwise direction. Usually the upper body, that is the upper thorax region, there is a formation of a gibbous, which is known as the kyphotic posture is seen. This exercise helps in reducing the kyphotic symptoms. I will show it in the sideways direction. This was one exercise for maintaining your posture. Next exercise is the forward and the backward bending of your upper vertebra or your upper region of your shoulder blades and the thorax region. This is a thing where the person can do by himself, standing in front of a mirror, which is more beneficial because you will get a visual feedback of whatever you are doing. Like standing erect like this, try to slouch forward like this and then backward. Forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward. You can synchronize your breathing pattern along with the movement. Like when you are expanding your chest, you can inhale, and when you are moving your shoulders forward, you can exhale. These were some of the exercises which will help you in maintaining a good posture. Shoulder shrugging exercises, then forward and backward movement of your upper body. Next, what you can do some active exercises of your hands and lower body or your trunk region. Next, we will be going for the exercises which can be done for your entire trunk or the entire spine which gets affected because of osteoporosis, you can do some active exercises along with your upper body or your hands. Like standing in a straight position like this, where your feet will be a little bit wider apart. Then you can move your hands up and stretch it to the opposite side. Stretch it to the opposite side. Stretch it to the opposite side. You can do it with the other hand as well. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. Straight. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. Straight. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. Straight. These are some of the active exercises which are beneficial for your body. Next, what you can do the stretching of your hands in the upward direction and downward. Upward direction and downward. Upward direction and downward. Upward direction and downward. Remember, whenever you are doing any active exercises, do not go for the forward bending much, because already your bones are weak and they will automatically tend to move in the, tend to gain the posture of a forward bending. That's why we will be going against the complications which have arise. That is, you have to keep your body in a erect posture. You have to stand in a erect posture. Next, I will be going for some weight bearing exercises. Usually, we tend to tell the patient initially when they have osteoporosis or have been diagnosed with osteoporosis, we go for all these active exercises. And then after at least 1 to 2 weeks, we start using some weights, or we can use some resistive exercises which will help them to regain back the strength of their bones, like the use of some TheraBands. These are the kind of TheraBands which are available in the market, and beginners should use the yellow bands, which are a little bit of less resistive, but they are yet very effective. You can do this for your upper body or your lower body as well. You can just tie it up like this and you can stretch it in the outward direction. Outward, 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 and the outward direction. So this strength the stretch which I am doing with the TheraBand, it helps to give strength to your bones and to your hands. So indirectly, it helps you to regain the strength of your bones and the muscles all together. Next, what we can do with the holding with the one hand, and we can try to move it in the upward and the downward direction. Upward, downward. That is the flexion and extension of your elbow. Flexion, extension. Flexion, extension, flexion, extension, flexion and extension. You can repeat the same exercise with the upper hand. If somebody is having very weakness in your hand or much of the pain is there, you can do these exercises with the help of a TheraBand like this. Next, what we can do the same thing by having it in the back side of your body like this, and we can stretch it, stretch it, stretch it, stretch it, and stretch it. I will show it in the sideward direction. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it, and stretch it. This is an exercise which helps in improving the strength of your bones, as well as the backward stretch with the TheraBand also helps you to maintain a good posture, because it helps you to squeeze up the paraspinal muscles in the backward direction. Hence, it helps in maintaining the alignment of your vertebra. Next, we will be going for some weight bearing exercises with the help of some weight cuffs. These are the weight cuffs which are also available in the market that can be used. And then if somebody is not having such kind of a weight cuff, you can use a water bottle which is filled with water. A water filled bottle that can also be used for the weight bearing exercises. So the same as I have done, we can do for the upper hand or the upper body or the hand exercises like flexion and extension of your elbow joint, flexion, extension, flexion, extension, flexion and extension. Next, we can go for the entire shoulder joint, upward and downward, upward and downward, upward and downward, upward and downward. You can repeat this with the other hand as well. That is the flexion of the elbow joint and also the movement of the shoulder in the upward and the downward direction. Next, you can go for the circumduction of your hands as well in the forward A little bit forward bending posture with your hands in the circular movement in the clockwise and in the anti-clockwise, and in the anti-clockwise, clockwise and in the anti-clockwise. The same thing can be repeated with both your hands. So these were some of the exercises that can be performed by a patient who is having osteoporosis. And remember to stay supervised under your consulting physician before going into any kind of exercises, because if any other kind of complications are there, you need to go for regular tests and examinations. These are the exercises which can be performed on a regular basis, and you can do this at least twice in a day in a very slow and rhythmical manner. Do not overexert yourselves. And remember to go for repetitions. Start with 10 repetitions and then you can gradually increase to more number of, the frequency can be increased. Thank you so much.